All right, let's call this State of New York Mortgage Agency Mortgage Insurance Committee meeting to order.
I'd like to note that Mark Grojats is participating in the meeting via video conference from Suite 312 Champion Office Suite, located at 1225 Franklin Avenue, Suite 324, Garden City, New York. And to request a motion and a second to call to order the December 15th, 2016 meeting of the Sunny May Mortgage Insurance Committee. The motion and second recorded will be used for all action items before the committee unless specific items call for a different vote or unless any committee member wishes to record his or her vote differently. I have a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Second. The minutes of the meeting of the Mortgage Insurance Committee held on November 10, 2016 shall be deemed approved, absent corrections from the directors.
The meeting will move to the Mortgage Insurance Committee program action items. Item 2, resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $9,445,000 HFA permanent first mortgage loan for Pilgrim Village Campus Square Condo A, 1100 Michigan Avenue and 903 Ellicott, Buffalo, Erie County.
Hey, good morning. This project comprises the substantial rehab of 57 low-income units and the construction of 92 low-income and moderate-income units. There's a project-based Section 8 HAP contract, which covers 82 of the low-income units. The project has a pilot agreement with Erie County, with the Erie County IDA. The development entity is controlled by Mark Trammell, who's been in the real estate business in Buffalo for over 20 years. So this will be the first loan we've insured for entities controlled by Mr. Trammell. The insured loan amount is $61,000 per unit, which equals 15% of the project's total development cost of $413,000 per unit. However, the development cost includes $12 million in brownfield remediation, which is being funded with $12 million in brownfield tax credits. This equates to $82,000 per unit. So net of the brownfield remediation, the development cost is $330,000.
Any questions?
No.
This is
Item 2.
then the resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Pilgrim Village Campus Square Condo A, 1100 Michigan Avenue and 903 Ellicott, Buffalo, Erie County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 3, resolution recommending the approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $7,250,000 HFA permanent first mortgage loan for Skyline Gardens Apartments, 105 to 147 Livingston Avenue and 7 Lark Avenue, Albany, Albany County.
This project comprises the acquisition and rehab of 189 Mitchell-Lama units. 131 of the 189 units will be covered by a project-based Section 8 HAP contract. The development entity, the Michaels organization, has developed over 52,000 units of housing since 1973. The insured loan amount is $38,000 per unit, which equals 22% of the project's total development cost of $176,000 per unit. So this is an efficient project. The project would break even with a pro forma vacancy rate of 10% or a 7% increase in operating expenses. And it has shelter rent tax, partial tax exemption.
Any questions?
No.
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Skyline Gardens Apartments, 105 to 147 Livingston Avenue and 7 Lark Avenue, Albany, Albany County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 The motion is carried.
Item 4, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,055,000 HFA permanent first mortgage loan for Heritage Gardens, 950 Commons Way, Henrietta, Monroe County.
This project comprises the development of 82 low-income units, of which 17 will be reserved for clients of the New York State Office for People with Developmental Disabilities. OPWDD will pay $107,000 per annum in debt service, which is sufficient to service the debt on $1,655,000 of the total $4,055,000 in debt. The remaining $2.4 million will be serviced by the project's NOI. OPWDD will also pay approximately $81,000 per annum in rent subsidies, which are used to make up the difference between the client's SSI rent of about $200 per month and the tax credit rents of $644 per month. The development entity is Heritage Christian Services, a not-for-profit that serves over 1,800 clients in Monroe, Wayne, Livingston, Erie, and Niagara counties. The insured loan amount is $49,000 per unit, which equals only 25% of the project's total development cost of $193,000 per unit.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Heritage Gardens, 950 Commons Way, Henrietta, Monroe County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 The motion is carried.
Item 5, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,980,000 HFA permanent first mortgage loan for Blue Heron Trail 1, 509 East Line Road, Ballston, Spa, Saratoga County.
This project comprises the construction of 82 low and moderate income units. The development entity is controlled by Conifer Realty. This will be the 24th loan that we insure for entities controlled by Conifer, with total exposure of $103 million. The insured loan amount is $61,000 per unit, which equals only 23% of the project's total development cost of $260,000 per unit. And the project would break even with a pro forma 10% vacancy and collection loss, or a 9% increase in operating expenses. And the project will receive 581A, a real estate tax abatement.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Blue Heron Trail 1, 509 East Line Road, Ballston Spa, Saratoga County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion is carried.
Item 6, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $2,790,000 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for Blue Heron Trail 2, 509 East Line Road, Ballston Spa, Saratoga County.
This project is a sister project to the one previously.
I would never have guessed, okay, couldn't have guessed that.
It is a 9% credit project with conventional financing, as opposed to a 4% credit project with tax-exempt bond financing. And it comprises the construction of 60 all low-income units. It is also being developed by Conifer Realty. And the insured loan amount is $46,000 per unit, which equals 20% of the project's total development cost of $231,000 per unit. And the project would break even with a pro forma 14% vacancy rate, or a 15% increase in operating expenses.
Questions?
No.
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Blue Heron Trail 2, 509 East Line Road, Ballston Spa, Saratoga County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried.
Item 7, resolution recommending approval of 100% mortgage insurance on a $7,616,001 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for the Empire Building, 472 South Salina Street, Syracuse, Onondaga County.
This is an interesting project. It comprises the historic readaptation of a vacant office building on South Salina Street, right in the central business district of downtown Syracuse, and the conversion into 52 workforce housing units and 6,400 square feet of commercial space. It will receive a 485A tax abatement, and this tax abatement is intended to promote the conversion of vacant downtown buildings into mixed-use buildings with residential upstairs and commercial or retail downstairs. There is no regulatory agreement. However, the units are affordable between 88 and 154% of the AMI. And the development partners, Derek Percy and Rich DeVito, each have over 25 years of experience in real estate in the Syracuse area. The insured loan amount is $147,000 per unit, which equals 69% of the project's total development cost of $211,000 per unit. And the project would break even with a 17% pro forma vacancy rate, or 28% increase in operating expenses. And it likewise breaks even with all of the commercial space vacant.
Questions?
Joe?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is recommending approval of mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for the Empire Building, 472 South Salina Street, Syracuse, Onondaga County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried. I'd like to note on the last item, I think we said the resolution was recommending approval. It was actually the approval of Blue Heron Trail 2.
Item 8, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $3,750,000 CPC permanent first mortgage loan for 545 East 166th Street, Bronx County.
This project comprises the development of 41 low-income units, of which 8 will be reserved as Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, or VASH units, and these units will be covered by Section 8 HAP contract. The development entity is a joint venture between Sobro, which is a repeat Sunny Mae and CPC borrower, and two brothers, Delingos, who are new to us but have been vetted by HPD. The insured loan amount is $91,000 per unit, which equals 19%, of the project's total development cost of $481,000 per unit. And this will be the 6th loan that we've insured for entities controlled by Sobro, but our total exposure is only $18 million.
Questions?
Nope.
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for 545 East 166th Street, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 The motion is carried.
Item 9, resolution approving 100% mortgage insurance on a $4,492,000 JP Morgan Chase Bank permanent first mortgage loan for Parkside Terrace, 3211 Parkside Place, Bronx County.
This project comprises the development of 56 low-income units and 23 middle-income units. Of the 56 low-income units, 12 will be reserved for clients of the New York State Office for People with Developmental Disabilities. And OPWDD will pay approximately $84,000 per year in rent supplements. They will not pay any of the debt service for this project. The project is being developed by Dunn Development, which is an experienced and well-regarded developer of supportive and low-income housing. And this will be the 10th loan we've insured for entities controlled by Dunn Development, a total exposure of $26 million. The insured loan amount is $56,000 per unit, which equals only 16% of the project's total development cost of $362,000 per unit. And the project would break even with a 10% pro forma vacancy rate or a 9% increase in operating expenses.
Questions?
The resolution before the Mortgage Insurance Committee is approving mortgage insurance and a commitment for the provision thereof for Parkside Terrace, 3211 Parkside Place, Bronx, Bronx County. Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion is carried.
Item 10, information.
Just that our default rate remains very low.
How low is low?
It's interesting, we have, we insured 2.8 billion, and on a total, we have about 20 million in delinquent loans on 2.8 billion. Pretty low.
Low. All right, any other further business?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
Assuming the first and second previously entered, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried and the meeting is adjourned.